Following God's guidance, just as his father Abraham had, Isaac settled in the land of Gerar. He sowed his fields and reaped abundant harvests, tangible signs of God's blessing on his work. But life wasn't always easy. Isaac's wells, sources of life-giving water, became sources of contention. Disputes arose with his neighbors. However, through patience and humility, Isaac resolved these conflicts, demonstrating that faith and integrity can guide every step, even in moments of disagreement. Isaac's family continued to grow. His wife, Rebekah, gave birth to twins, Esau and Jacob, from the very beginning. Their personalities were worlds apart. Esau loved the great outdoors, a skilled hunter who thrived in the fields. Jacob, on the other hand, preferred the safety and quiet of home, learning from his mother and nurturing a thoughtful, cunning mind. Even in their earliest days, God's divine plan was weaving through their lives in ways they couldn't yet see. In a moment of hunger and impulsiveness, Esau sold his birthright to Jacob for a simple meal of stew. He was completely unaware that this single impulsive decision would carry consequences echoing through generations. Later, with his mother Rebekah's encouragement, Jacob received the blessing meant for Esau from their father, Isaac. This was a pivotal moment, a turning point that would profoundly shape the future of God's covenant. Here we see faith and human choice intertwining, showing that God's grand purposes can work even through our imperfect decisions. Fearing Esau's justified anger, Jacob fled to his mother's family in Haran. The journey was long, lonely, and uncertain. Yet, it was on this journey that God appeared to him in a powerful dream, reaffirming his covenant. Jacob saw a vision of a ladder reaching from earth to the heavens, with angels ascending and descending upon it. At the top, God stood and promised him protection, guidance, and the very land that would one day belong to his descendants. Jacob awoke in awe and reverence, naming the place Bethel, a sacred marker of divine presence and God's unwavering covenant promise. Upon arriving in Haran, Jacob began to work for his uncle, Laban. He agreed to serve for 7 years in exchange for the hand of Rachel, the woman he deeply loved. However, Laban deceived him, giving him Leah, Rachel's older sister, instead. Undeterred, Jacob faithfully served another 7 years to finally marry Rachel as well. Through these marriages, Jacob's family began to grow, a household filled with its share of challenges, love, intense rivalry, and enduring hope. Through it all, God's covenant continued, and he blessed Jacob abundantly even amidst these human complications and deceptions. Jacob's children multiplied, and each of his sons carried unique traits and destinies. They would eventually form the 12 tribes that would one day shape the entire nation of Israel. Joseph, born to Rachel in Jacob's old age, became the favored son, gifted with prophetic dreams that foretold his remarkable future. This favoritism also stirred jealousy among his older brothers, a simmering resentment that foreshadowed the trials and the incredible acts of providence that were yet to come in their family's story. God's protection remained steadfast, even in moments of human weakness and deception. Guided by divine favor, Jacob prospered greatly, acquiring immense wealth, vast herds of livestock, and a family that grew. and thrived despite all the adversity they faced. Through all the struggles, the dreams, and the direct divine encounters, Jacob's journey became a powerful illustration of God's faithfulness and the steady, unstoppable unfolding of his promises. When the time came for Jacob to return to his homeland, the fear of his brother Esau lingered heavily in his heart. He was terrified of their reunion. Yet, through heartfelt prayer, genuine humility, and unwavering faith, God reassured him. Miraculously, reconciliations took place. Blessings were exchanged, and past conflicts finally yielded to God's greater plan. Jacob's life stands as a testament to the power of patience, obedience, and complete reliance on divine guidance. Throughout these years, the covenant continued to unfold generation by generation. God's promises made to Abraham echoed through the life of his son Isaac, and then his grandson Jacob, showing that true faith in God transcends generations. Even in the middle of human rivalry, deceit, and struggle, God's sovereign plan moved forward, shaping the course of history and establishing a firm foundation for the future tribes of Israel. As we reflect on Jacob's complex life, we see powerful lessons of perseverance, trust, and the unbreakable power of God's covenant. Every choice, every trial, and every blessing contributed to a larger story, a story that continues to inspire faith, hope, and obedience in millions of people today. If this journey through Jacob's life inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe for more epic Bible stories just like this one. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss the next chapter in our Genesis series. And in the comments below, let us know which part of Jacob's faith journey speaks to you the most. Thanks for watching.